Welcome back. This is the first steps towards programming. This is the last part of this gentle introduction to Python, and this is the last part. Now, I'm sure if you have played games or used apps before, you will notice that the program continue to run and wait for your instructions. And it's always waiting for you. So when it's basically, even if you're using GPS or any of those electronic devices or running a program or Microsoft Word or Excel, it's always waiting for instructions from you. So that's really, at the back of it is actually a program that's been written. Python is obviously a programming language that can actually write these so-called programs that allows a user to interact with it. So I want you to get into this thinking head or thinking of what or how do you actually write programs. So in this part, we're going to learn a couple of things: multiple assignment, flow control, a code block and indentation, how to do print, which we covered earlier, finally assignment and evaluation. So the task here is that we're going to write a simple program that calculates the cube for the first 5 numbers. Simple program, but to help you along to understand how this actually works, or how do you write this program in Python. Now, this is not a very long program. As you can see here, there's really only 5 lines of codes. I just press L, okay, and that gives me the line number as you can see here. Right, let's start studying this code. We are doing multiple assignment. Okay, that means we are actually assigning not just one assignment or single assignment as we've done previously. What we did here is this is single assignment, assigning the value into one single variable. Here we are assigning 1 to I, 0 to j. While I is less than 6, that's how you read this. Okay, this is smaller than. While it's less than 6, repeat all of these. So that's a while loop that is continuous until the condition is true. What is this condition? The condition is I. Okay, as long as I is actually less than 6, this programs will run forever. As long as it's actually above 6, immediately it will stop. Above or equal to 6. So we're going to print double bracket. Okay, within this double bracket, everything will be printed. Okay, but there is this squiggly bracket 0 or curly bracket 0, 1, 2. What are they? Okay, so it's actually telling Python to go and grab the index 0, which is j here, index 1, which is I here, index 2, which is I power 3. That means I to the power of 3. Meaning it's calculating the cube. So by now, you should be able to actually roughly get the idea that, okay, if I is equal to 0, okay, I starts at 1. Okay, if I is equal to 1, info hashtag j would be, j will start at 0, so the first line of code would be j0, I is 1, 1 to the power 3, so that means I should get info hash number 0. The cube of 1 is 1. Okay, so you actually calculate this value, substitute into this, calculate this, substitute into this, and calculate, substitute into this. I'm glad I don't have to do this myself. It's just basically all done by Python itself. After that, this line is I plus equal to 1, which is asking Python to increase the value of I by 1. You can write this part this way or this way. They're both the same. I plus equal to 1 is same as I is equal to I plus 1. Alright, now that we understood all that, there's actually comment down here as well. Line 1, the first line contains a multiple assignment. I and j got the new values 1 and 0. Okay, so you can actually read all of these. I've already commented for you. I have all of these comments so that you can actually refer to them a little later. So let's run this, and we get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the cube of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The moment that is equal to 6, the while loop stop. Alright, so the while loop actually works. So remember what I say is as long as I is less than 6, it will keep on running. But because we're incrementing I every time, all right, the first run is a 1, increase it to 2, and then go back to another loop, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then the last time is when it turned to 6, it comes back here. All right, the condition becomes true, it quit. All right, it doesn't even run these line of codes here. Right, so with that, that's really the end of this really gentle introduction to Python. By now, you should be able to actually, at the very least, if not able to do this, at the very least, you have an appreciation of the power of Python, what you can actually do with it. We've figured out that, or we learned that you can use Python as a calculator. We can, assign value to variables. We can also figure out that, hey, there are strings data types, there's also a list data types. And we even actually, list data types, we even actually went on to write a really simple program that actually calculate the cube of a list of numbers. So that should actually, at the very least, hopefully open up your mind's eye to what else you can do over time. So I've got a couple of references for you. There are 4 books here, or 4 online references that you can actually go to. Like I said before, Python has been around for a long time. There are a lot of resources out there. There are free books, there are free courses, all online, all out there for you to actually learn. And the purpose of this course that I have designed is not so that it's actually comprehensive. There are plenty of them out there. I just want to help you along to actually get you started in this world of programming really quickly. With that, I'm going to end this gentle introduction. Thank you for watching.